Welcome, my name is Garath, and today I want to talk about the importance of your clinical filling projects and the decisions to make that might influence your product's development moving forward. When you're ready to start a clinical filling project, there's something important to keep in mind. You're not just producing material to supply that clinical trial, you're laying the foundations today for many future steps in your product lifecycle. Manufacturing, of course, but many key regulatory gateways also. Let's take a closer look at what you need to plan for. While your focus may be filling your clinical supply, many decisions you make during this process can impact later clinical phases and even the path to commercialization. The sooner you think ahead, the better. The first thing to consider is timing. A typical clinical filling project can take anywhere from 3 to 12 months. But that timeline depends on many factors. Product complexity and characteristics, API availability, handling requirements, the filling process itself, and many more. Once you've chosen your CDMO partner, map out a detailed, realistic timeline for your project with them as early as possible. One factor that's particularly important to consider is method transfer. At this stage, the methods you've developed in your lab will need to take a massive step forward, from benchtop methodology to GMP-compliant testing protocols. Adapting your methods to a professional manufacturing environment can take time, so as soon as possible work with your CDMO to identify any gaps, adjustments, or additional testing needs you may need to address together. Another key consideration to plan for: regulatory expectations. They may be limited while you're in the lab, but they can increase quickly once you start moving towards the clinic, especially once your product needs to meet quality and safety requirements for in-human use. So as early as possible, ask your project team, what data will we need for our next milestones? What additional testing, validation, or product characterization will regulators expect to see next? The answer can make a big difference in your project plan and what data it needs to capture at each stage. Finally, don't forget a factor that's often overlooked in clinical filling projects: total material needs. You will underestimate this. As filling processes take shape, you need more product than you will initially expect. Remember, beyond the clinical trial supply itself, you'll need to allocate material for many different purposes: method development, method validation, stability studies, technical batches. All these steps require some amount of product. So when calculating your final batch size, don't plan only for the number of doses for your trial. Factor in all of the supporting activities that you will need, and you will need material for those. So as you can see, building a proactive plan means thinking beyond the first clinical fill. It means aligning timelines, ensuring method readiness, and planning realistic material quantities. Do that carefully and do that early, and you'll build a strong and scalable foundation for future success. That's it for today. If you'd like to know more about the topic, check our website. If you find this content valuable, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next session.